Hey, it's BT with the BT Aussie GP review for 2017. Oh, what a race! I think that was definitely the best race of the year. You know how we do. We're gonna start off with 2000 with Moto 3. Moto 3 done and dusted. Johan Mir. He definitely deserved that race. Although it was anticlimactic with the red flag, you got to give it to the kid. The kid was on it all year long. He's gonna be a great. I think he's gonna be a great MotoGP rider. Moto two. I think Joe Roberts said it. It's the hardest championship on two wheels in the world. Like he said Moto two. They're a bunch of assholes. So we'll see how he does. But if you can get through Moto three, and Moto three is a street fight every week. It's a street fight. How many times in Moto three you're like, oh, oh. That's what Moto 2 is going to be like. Moto 3 is like that every week. So I think he'll be okay in Moto 2. He's a taller guy, lankier guy. He'll grow into his body. I think he'll be great in Moto 2. So Moto 3, congrats to Johan Mir. Moto 2, congratulations to Miguel Oliveira. I knew it was going to happen. Let me tell you something. KTM, I hope they have a satellite bike for in the future for their MotoGP, because Oliveira and Brad Binder next year and Miguel Oliveira should be contending for the title. I think Brad Binder breaking his arm hurt him for the entire season. Watch it for next year. Those two guys are gonna be contending for, along with Johan Mir. Moto 2 next year might be the best it's ever been, but that's next year. Let's talk about this year. Let's get the GP. GP, oh my God. No one wants to talk about 2015. That was the year Rossi could have had his 10th, and we all know what happened in 2015. We all know what happened in 2015. But you have to think about it when we were watching that race. And I don't know, maybe it's just make them a geek, I'm a GP geek. But when they were coming four abreast down the Garden Straight, tell me you didn't go, wasn't it? I mean, it's like, that was just, it was orgasmic. It was euphoric. I love GP. I got the prickles on my arm are coming up just thinking about it. I love watching it. When they had four abreast, they were fighting four for the entire race. That's what GP's about. And man, you gotta love Zarco. Zarco pissed off everybody. He ran into everybody. He pissed off everybody. He ran into Rossi. He ran into Marquez. What a great race that was. And it was great to see Miller up front. When Miller and Rossi were 1 and 2, I was like, oh, it's the Crips. Look at it. We had two broken leg bastards in the front. This is awesome. I wanted those guys to get a podium. Too bad that Miller fell back, which I kind of thought he would, but I thought it was a great race. Marquez right now, he knows his bike so well. Remember at the beginning of the year, Rossi said it best. And to me, the championship is broken down into three parts. It's the first 3 or 4 races. You know, they go to Qatar, Argentina, and Circuit of the Americas, and then it's Europe. So it's broken down into 3 parts. The race is. It's the first part of the season, and then it's the European round, which Rossi so eloquently put it in Circuit of the Americas, and then it's the flyaways. The flyaways, you got 3 straight weeks, back to back, 3 different continents. It's brutal. So the races could be lost in the flyaways, and I think Dovizioso lost it. But you never know. I kind of thought he was out of it before they went to Motegi, and then he reeled off that victory. So you never know, man. The Sepang is tricky. But back to Phillip Island. I thought Marquez knows his bike better than anybody, and like he said he kind of wanted to drop back. I thought it was great when he looked back those 2 times and counted to see where Dovey was. Remember, he looked back and he goes 1, 2, 3, okay, and then who does that? And that's what I'm talking about. The command of the bike. You're racing. You're with 4 crazy mofo's, and you look back like 1, 2, 3. Where's Dovey? Okay, and then where's Dovey? We did that twice. I thought that was awesome. He was looking for Dovey, and Dovey never came. He was looking for Dovey. Dovey never came. Thought it was a great race. You got to give props, before I forget about this, to Andreas Iannone. Alex Rins is the best thing to happen to Iannone. A healthy Alex Rins is the best thing. He's like that work boyfriend that your wife has or girlfriend has. Yeah, new guy that comes to work. He's good looking, and she talks about him a little too much. Like, oh, today me and Jeff went to. Oh yeah, and Jeff said. And you go, Jeff, huh? So you start working out. You know, you feel like an asshole. You start working out. Like, hey, you notice I dropped some pounds, and you treat your girlfriend good. You start, buying her flowers, and she's like, And you're like, mm-hmm. Well, that's what Alex Renz is to Iannone. Iannone, if you noticed, since Alex Renz has come back healthy, Iannone's been on it, man. He's the old Iannone, and he showed it by damn near running over Rossi, running over Marquez. That's the old Iannone. So good for him. But he didn't get right of the race, but I'm getting ahead of myself. I thought it was, like I said, I thought it was a great race. And if you watch the post-race press conference, you got to watch carefully. When Rossi's talking, Marquez is watching him. Now, when Marquez is talking, they talk about 2015, and Marquez is like, hey, I kind of had the same problem with my tire. I had to conserve my tire, like in 2015 with my bike. And he said that, and Rossi just goes, like it was kind of a smirk, kind of like, yeah, okay, watch your tire 2015, yeah. So we don't want to talk about 2015. 2015 will always be there. It will always haunt all of us because we're in this together, all of us. So, Sepang, it's going to be Sepang. It's going to come down to Sepang, I think. And I want everybody to be healthy, whatever. But it would be kind of neat to see Dovey reel off a victory just to make it close. And only thing I hate about what Zarco did was he deprived us of a Marquez Vinales showdown. That's what I've been wanting the whole year. I don't know about you guys. I've been wanting that the whole year ever since Vinales went 2-0. And then he came to Circuit of the Americas, and Marquez got that one. They were 2-1, but they never battled all year long. They never had that one-on-one battle. That's what I've been looking forward to. And Iannone and Zarco deprived us of that. You could tell in in Vinales' face, he was like, "Yeah, I could have won the race, but these two pieces of shit." And you can tell it kind of ate at him. He's nice. He was diplomatic about it, but you could tell he could have won that race, and you could tell he could. But that was a great last lap pass on the straightaway when he got Zarco. He slipstreamed Zarco. That was brilliant. I'm telling you, Vinales, those couple of mishaps he had, and it wasn't because he wrecked the bike and Assen, but everybody had their one. But if he would have just those couple wet races and a couple races here and there where he kind of fouled up, he could have been in the championship run. He still was until last week. So I still want to see Vinales and Marquez go at it one-on-one. That's the duel I wanted. But it was great to see all four just go at it. It was like a street fight. It really was a street fight. You don't know who was going to win. I like that Rossi and Marquez shook hands. Thought that was great. And Dovey, I thought it was kind of funny in a way how Redding passed him. Like Petrucci, I don't know if Petrucci let him pass. Petrucci was having troubles anyway, but Redding was kind of like, hey man, Redding pulled a Loris Bass. He was like in World Superbike when he did the Tom Sykes, and Sykes was like, hey man, why don't you help me win this championship? And Bass is like, man, I don't even like you. And Redding was kind of like that. Even though Dovey was having tire problems, he was spinning, his tires were spinning, and he got passed by Pedrosa and Redding. Redding was like, I'm not really going to be here next year, so, I kind of got to get a good placing. I kind of want to get a podium, so sorry. And that's what it was kind of like. But even though Dovey was having tire problems, even though there were definitely no team orders when Redding passed him. So I feel for Dovey. He's going to come. It's going to be neat. It's going to be weird to see Dovey push. He's got to push in Sepang. He's got to. He's got no choice. He's got to push. We're going to see what's going to happen. I think it's going to be a great race. I think Sepang's going to be great along with the weather because we know it rains in Sepang. It rains in Sepang. I knew it rains in Sepang. I'm beside myself. I love this sport. I love it more than anything in the world. I think this is going to be great. I can't wait. Let's get to rider of the race. Rider of the race, Moto 3. You know who it is. You got to give it to the champ, Johan Mir. Great riding. Congratulations. He's going to do well in Moto 2. Moto 2, rider of the race. Got to give it to Miguel Oliveira. That guy, man, he had that big off at the Red Bull Ring. I was there. I watched it. It was brutal. So I'm glad to see him come back, get his first victory. He's a great rider. Congrats to him. And in MotoGP, I'm going to give it to the rider of the race, MotoGP, going to give it to Johan Zarco. Zarco rode his French ass off. And he takes none, he gives none. That dude, he did give a shit. He's like, it's racing and that's what you do. And I love Zarco. So rider of the race goes to Zarco, MotoGP. Like I said, Sepang is going to tell everything. Thanks for watching, guys. It's just really great. I'm sorry it's so late. It's just that I was out at sea. I was out of the country, so it hurts me because I have to put it on no spoiler, and I can't watch it, and then I watch it. So anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Sepang, I'm gonna say, you know what? To go on a limb, I'm gonna say Dovey wins this race, and I'm gonna say Marquez gets a third. So I'm saying Marquez gets third. I think Rossi's going to win or get second. But I think Dovey wins, Rossi gets second, and Marquez gets third or fourth because I think Maverick's going to run great. So we'll see. All right, until then, thanks for watching. Until then, you know the word.